Hey, what's going on guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of our FIFA 16 Ultimate Team potential player ratings. God, that's a right mouthful. But I've got another 4 players to share with you today, and I'm looking forward to doing so. They're 4 pretty good players on this game. If you guys could keep the hype going by smashing that like button, that would be absolutely amazing. And leave the name of one player down below in the comments section right now of who you would like me to cover in the future. Without further ado, let's get straight into it, shall we? So the first player I wanted to cover and talk about today was Laurent Koscielny, the Frenchman who plays for Arsenal, a great centre-back and a very highly used centre-back on FIFA 15 Ultimate Team, is looking pretty good again for FIFA 16 Ultimate Team. I don't think we'll be seeing many changes. According to head-to-head and stuff like that, he is still the same rating of 82, and I think we'll probably just see marginal changes so that it doesn't look like they're giving him the exact same card next year on Ultimate Team. But in terms of maybe a little bit of dribbling, a little bit of shooting, you know, shooting might go up, possibly because he scored a few goals for Arsenal last year. Maybe that sort of thing would come into it. Maybe that would go into like physical with like heading accuracy and things like that. But maybe a little bit of an upgrade in terms of defending as well. Really solid centre back, and one that I think a lot of people are going to want to use a lot throughout the entire year in their BPL sweat teams. So player number 2 in today's episode is going to be a very minimal slight downgrade, and that is in Schurrle. Now Schurrle of course moved last year in the middle of FIFA 15 to Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga from Chelsea. Of course, he had an 81 rated card all year long. He did get a couple of informs, but in terms of his stats and stuff from last year, he didn't really score or assist that often, and therefore his head-to-head stats have gone down, dropped by 1 rating to an 80 rated. Even so, like, the card he's been given by myself on FIFA 16 actually does look still very good, and would probably be used even more, you know, because lots of people are going to be packing him. He's a rating lower, which means he's going to be more common in packs and more affordable and all of that good stuff. But an 80 rated Schurrle is still a relatively decent card with good pace, great dribbling and good shooting as well. Couple that with 4-star skills and weak foot and you still have a bit of a monster on your hands. The third player for today's episode is going to be another one which is probably going to look fairly similar again in FIFA 16, but that's a positive thing because it's Claudio Marchisio, the Italian central midfielder who plays for Juve in the Serie A. 83 rated currently on FIFA 15, and again it looks though he's going to be an 83 rated card on FIFA 16, possibly with some slightly different stats. Again, very similar to Koscielny, where we're looking at maybe a couple of changes just so that it doesn't look exactly the same. You know, maybe there's a couple of his stats, you know, his assists, his goals, that would either boost his shooting, boost his passing, maybe drop a little bit in pace as he gets slightly older. Who knows? All of these different things are up in the air, but I still do think that a couple of things are going to stay consistent. 1, that he's going to be an 83 rated. 2, that he'll have like 4-star skills and weak foot. And 3, that he'll be a very popular and well-used player in FIFA 16. But of course, there is one player of today's episode which you guys are all going to be very interested in, and that is the Uruguayan striker for Barcelona. Don't know if you've heard of him. His name is Luis Suarez. Of course you've heard of him. He's going to be an absolute force on FIFA 16. I've boosted him by 1 rating to a 90 rated overall, which is pretty spicy. That's gonna make him one of those players which, if you pack, you're going to think, oh yes, I've had a worldie. Upgrades in terms of his card stats, we're looking at good shooting and dribbling upgrades and maybe a little bit of pace. I've put his passing up by 1 as well. A 90 rated Suarez with a 90 dribbling, 89 shooting. That's the sort of combo that you're going to look for. I'm sort of looking at this thinking maybe we need to do a little bit of bite the bullet for FIFA 16. I don't know. Maybe we could do something with him. But 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Again, the ability to finish on both feet, chop inside, do all sorts of 4-star skill moves is great. And I think in terms of price caps, he's probably going to be one of the more expensive players, of course, because he's one of the higher rated cards. But I don't think he would cost as much as another sort of 90 rated-ish card, someone like Ibra or Robin or something like that. I think Suarez would be slightly lower and more affordable for you guys, which is good because we all want to use him. And out of all of the FIFA 16 cards I've made so far, I definitely think Suarez is one of the best sort of looking cards out there, you know, in terms of well-roundedness and the ability to play him maybe from cam all the way up to striker. I'm excited. So that is going to cut it for today's episode, basically. The 4 players are on your screens right now who we have covered. Let me know down below in the comment section a few things. 1, which player on your screens right now are you most looking forward to? Mine, of course, would be Suarez. 2, name me 1 player that you would like me to focus on in another episode. And 3, we will have either Ronaldo or Messi in the next episode, so give one of their names as well. So that's 3 things you should leave in the comment section down below, and I will cover in the next episode or future episodes to come. If you could smash that like button, that'd be absolutely amazing. Thanks for all the support. Subscribe if you're new around here for more of these types of videos, and I will catch you next time. Peace.